Mental health is hard. Skating is hard. Life sometimes is hard. So let's talk about it. Hello friends of the internet. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kathy, and if you know me and watch my channel, you may know that I'm a 26-year-old competitive figure skater living and training in New York City. I did want to just sit down and have a more chill chat today about mental health because I think is very important, and this is coming from someone who is currently struggling with mental health. As an athlete, or honestly anyone in their 20s who's just still trying to pursue what they love to do, find their passion, there's a lot of things in life that a lot of us care about, and caring about things is good. Caring about things means you have passion, you have a fervor for life, you want to live and make the most of it. But the pains of having passion means when things don't go well, it is also very hard. Hoping that this video and me sharing this experience can also help you when you're struggling through something hard, whether you're an athlete, whether you're a corporate professional, whether you're anyone with an identity and a passion. So let me just share what's been on my mind. This past month and this next month is going to be incredibly stressful for me. I have many life events going on all at the same time. It also certainly does not help that 2025 opened with just a lot of negativity and just bad things going on in the world, with the year starting with my home city, Los Angeles, literally burning down, and it continued to unravel with the horribly tragic passing of all the skaters and families and other passengers on Flight 5342. There's just been a lot of sadness in general and feelings of loss within the skating community. As an athlete, as a figure skater, we are our own biggest critic. Literally, if you're plugged into my channel, you may know that I just competed recently a couple weeks ago. I made a whole competition vlog about it on my channel, so feel free to check that out if you want. Competition is great for multiple reasons, because one, it does push me to achieve the best that I can achieve. It really lights a fire under my butt to continue to work harder, to continue to improve, because you almost feel like you have something to improve against, whether it's a tangible score, a number, something out there. It makes you feel like what you're doing has some sort of meaning. But also, the downside of competing is a lot of times I find myself getting really too into the weeds, and I start losing sight of why I'm even doing this in the first place. Guys, I shit you not, I came back from my last competition and I looked at that judging sheet and I picked everything apart. I watched my videos over and over and over again, and I picked out every damn flaw I could find in that video. I just feel like I am such a perfectionist, for better and for worse. I have a really bad tendency of being really hard on myself and not being able to see the good and only being able to see the bad, and not even just seeing the bad but fixating on only the bad. So you can see that that mental approach is probably not the most conducive to improvement and self-confidence. Even just saying nice things about myself and my own skating feels awfully uncomfortable, because that's not what I like doing, even as a joke. You know, we tend to be very self-deprecating, and you know, self-deprecating humor is great. Nobody dislikes self-deprecating humor, but you also have to take into consideration sometimes there's some truth in that self-deprecating humor. There's at least a sliver of you that actually believes that you truly suck to the level of that joke. I think this weekend I just slowly started crawling out of that hole to the state that I am able to actually film this video and talk to you guys about it. As you guys know, last week I didn't release a video for multitudes of reasons. Of course, training has been very busy, but most of all, mental health has not been great, and I think I would have just crashed and burned if I tried to push out another video last week. It would not have been meaningful, it would not be helpful to you guys, so I just decided let's not upload this last week. Since this weekend I'm feeling a little bit better and I'm having the mental energy to even dig myself out of this space of darkness, that I wanted to make this video and share that there are times where you just need someone else to tell you and that you're losing perspective, because when you are so into weeds, it is so hard. And that's what I mean with mental health is hard. You cannot see it yourself. Like, you almost need someone to drag it out of you. And the hardest part is that other people can help, but ultimately at the end of the day, you're the one who has to finish digging the hole. If you can't help yourself, nobody else can. I think I just want to share a couple of things. One, progress is progress. Slow progress is also progress. Fast progress is also progress. Medium pace progress is also progress. You may not see the improvement that you're making day to day, but everyone around you, your friends, your coaches, people who love and support you, they are not just saying that because they love and support you and they know you. They can see the improvement even when you cannot. So just trust that if you're working hard, things will become better. Just because it's slow does not mean it's worth any less. And I have to constantly keep telling myself that. The second thing you have to think about is you have to be proud of yourself at every step of the way. And I'm trying to say this so I can believe it more as well. There's so many times that I just shoot myself down. I had a coach ask me a really hilarious question. She was like, if you were talking to 6-year-old Kathy, would you talk to her like this? And I was like, being raised in like an Asian household, probably yeah. I too will be back then be like, get your shit together. There's no time to cry, only time to work. But jokes aside, I recognize the power of feeling proud of the progress you are able to make, owning that and not being ashamed of that. I feel like a lot of times we feel ashamed that we work so hard and the progress we see is so little that oftentimes we don't even see it as progress. If anything, we're ashamed of how slow the progress is, but that's not really how it should be. Look, easier said than done. I'm sitting here struggling through the same shit, and there's sometimes that I also have to say these same things to myself. And the last thing I want to touch on about is making sure you're still having fun every step of the way. Because I had a hard reality check this week when one of my coaches sat me down and was like, hey, I think you're losing perspective on why you're even doing this in the first place. And he was like, we do this because it's fun, not because we're trying to hit a certain score or whatever. And of course, like, we're all competitive people. I'm a very competitive person. We all, especially when we put so much hard work, dedication, money, time, investment, all of that into something we love, something we're passionate about, we tend to care about it a lot. And that means we care a lot about the results. And we're very emotionally tied to those results, but at the end of the day, we always forget, or at least I always forget, the reason why I started skating. The reason why I started skating was because it pulled me out of a really dark place when I was in college, and I found it incredibly fun and incredibly empowering that I get to do something that I really loved to do. Like, I loved everything about, like, was I good at it? Absolutely not, right? I couldn't even skate backwards when, oh wow, I did not expect this to be happening. This is fantastic. But I didn't even know how to skate backwards, but I still came back to the rink every single day. And why was that? It was because I found it fun, and I found it an incredible feeling to skate on the ice and feel the wind hit your face and the fun of learning something new and just feeling like I'm finally doing something for myself, for my own fulfillment, taking power in my own fulfillment and making progress and taking charge of my life. And that's what I loved so much about skating, and I continue to love so much about the musicality aspect, the storytelling aspect of skating, and that is why I am still doing it. And I think the saddest part about all of this is I think sometimes I forgot about that, and it's such a powerful thing that I almost feel ashamed that I forgot about that. Oh god, okay. So I just want to sit here and serve as a reminder, because this last couple of weeks have been very hard, and I want to, share that experience with you guys all, so that next time you're really hard on yourself, you're really tunnel vision, stuck in the weeds, just like I was, that you remind yourself why you started doing the thing you love in the first place. And most likely that is the most powerful thing that will ultimately pull you out of this dark hole. So that is just the main message that I wanted to leave you guys with today. I did want to share a couple of other life updates and other things that are essentially impacting why this has been such a tough time for me. It was just a little bit unfortunate that everything is coming down at once. So some news, frame it more positively as exciting news. I have a lot of things coming up. I have sectionals next week. Well, this video will actually be uploaded when I am competing at sectionals at Charlotte. So we'll be making a competition vlog about that. I will be competing at nationals first week of April. And I also found out that I will have to move out of my first apartment in New York City as an adult. When I first moved here as like this bright-eyed, unjaded 21-year-old, I've been living in this space for 4 years now. It carries so much nostalgia, so much memories. If you guys have been following this channel, you guys probably seen so many aspects of my apartment. You probably watched my apartment tour. You're probably used to like the backdrops I use, like this living room backdrop and also my bedroom backdrop. And I am going to have to leave all of that behind soon. As I mentioned before, my building is rent stabilized. I moved during the pandemic. That seems like eons ago at this point. I got very lucky. My rent was very cheap, but unfortunately, the building somehow, I didn't even know this was possible, ended the rent stabilization. So my roommate will be moving out. I will be moving out. We live in a 2-bed, 2-bath. There's no way I can afford this place with the rent increase. I will be moving very soon. That is very exciting, but that's also a very daunting process to move in by myself into a 1-bed. And it's also very scary to leave what feels comfortable. I've been here for pretty much my entire adult life, and this place holds so many cherished memories and nostalgia. But I do think it is time for the next step forward. But with that also comes with a lot of stress of moving. The idea of thinking about having to move so much crap literally a couple of days before nationals is terrifying. My lease ends April 1st. The day I leave for nationals, I believe, is April 2nd. I am stressed out of my mind thinking about how I will still take care of my body, train that volume, be that tired, be that drained, and also clean everything, fix everything in my apartment, coordinate all the logistics involved in moving. With my past history of injuries, it's very hard for me to lift heavy things. Certain things with my back and my hip I have to be very careful on because I also don't want to injure myself again right before nationals. That all just brings a lot of anxiety, but if we were to frame it positively, I'm very excited that I will also be sharing this whole process of moving out with you guys. I'll be doing an ultimate New York City unmakeover video, so if you were here 4 years ago, that must be a nice end of a chapter from my original move-in New York City apartment tour makeover video. It seemed like such a long time ago since I made that video, and I was probably in the same way the same person, but also very different because I've grown a lot over the last couple of years. I will also be doing a new New York City apartment makeover of my new place that I'm hoping to share with you guys as well. There's also a lot of projects in the works that I have for you guys, but if I'm going to be honest, I just have not had the mental bandwidth, the time to edit it all and put it out there for you guys. But just trust me, stay tuned, subscribe, because I have so much planned for you guys. I have a whole video dedicated to the process of creating my program for figure skating this season, all the thought that went behind it, the idea. That video is going to come soon. I know a lot of you guys asked about the dress. I will be making a video about that too. I ask for your guys' compassion and understanding that over the next couple of weeks or so, I will be so busy with moving, training, and life that I might have to upload slightly less. I will still be uploading shorts weekly, long form videos. I will still be trying to do bi-weekly for you guys to the best of my abilities. So definitely continue to stay tuned. But I just want to give you guys a fair update of, the chaos. And if you were to frame this positively, the exciting things to come within the next month. And also, this is a crazy life update. Right after nationals in Minnesota, I will directly be flying from Minnesota to Guatemala to attend one of my best friend's weddings. It is actually the very first wedding I have attended that's of someone that is close to me, not like one that I attended as a kid or whatnot. It's gonna be a very, very special time, and I'm very, very excited about that. Very happy for my friend as well. She's gonna look so beautiful, and I think there's just a lot of life changes, a lot of life things going on. So with that said, there's a lot of anxiety and stress, but I'm trying my best to think of everything in a positive light and to continue to share the ups and downs of my journey. I am really, really, really excited for sectionals and to share that experience with you guys. I think it will be so fun. I'm so proud of the program I worked really hard to put together this year. I'm excited to perform it for the audience in Charlotte. I'm excited to just listen to the music and embrace the character and see friends I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm excited to reconnect with old friends and meet new ones. So with that said, mental health is hard, but I also know that you have the strength and the power to overcome that. And I believe in you, so you should believe in yourself too. All right, that's it for today. I just wanted to have a nice heart-to-heart with you guys. If you guys like more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm so excited to share all of the things I discussed before with you guys soon in the coming months or so. So please stay tuned. And till next time, please take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Boy, your honey sickly sweet keeps me coming.